Welcome everyone. This is the Appian 25.1 Product Announcement webinar. My name is James Lee, Director of Product Evangelism here at Appian. I'm joined here today by Tori Marquis, Product Manager 2, Sahiti Mankala, Product Manager 2, Daniel McInthune, Senior Product Manager, Derek Noderer, Senior Product Manager, Tejas Sarkadande, Senior Product Manager 2, Michael Herman, Senior Product Manager, Elizabeth Hall, Senior Beta Program Manager, and Kate Bonifaz, Product Evangelist. Today we'll be covering all the new features and capabilities being released in Appian 25.1. And as a reminder, please use the Q&A feature available in the webinar platform to ask your questions throughout the webinar. We'll be sure to answer all of them at the end. Now, before getting into the content of today's webinar, I wanted to share with everyone that Appian World will be hosted in Denver, Colorado this April at the Gaylord Rockies Resort and Convention Center. The conference will be April 27th through April 30th, so we encourage you to save the date and join us in Denver to learn more about our latest innovations and hear compelling success stories across industries. Also happy to share again about our newsletter, Next Gen Enterprise. This newsletter will keep you ahead of the curve with curated content on enterprise technology trends, automation best practices, and expert insights. Click the pop-up to head to our subscription center and subscribe to Next Gen Enterprise. Now onto the content for the webinar. Today we are showcasing the latest innovations in our 25.1 product release, the first release of the year. Appian 25.1 will be GA next week on February 28th. At that time, Appian Cloud customers will receive notifications allowing them to schedule their environments for upgrades, and self-managed customers will be able to download the new installer from My Appian. Now, I want to take a moment to reinforce Appian's vision for our process platform. The Appian Platform brings all the tools to bear to allow you to design, automate, and optimize any business process in your organization. But don't take it from me, Gartner has recognized Appian as a leader in its Magic Quadrant for enterprise low-code application platforms, and as a leader in its Magic Quadrant for process mining platforms. Appian has also been ranked #1 for complex internal application use cases by Gartner. Let's use this continuous improvement lifecycle as a backdrop for the great capabilities we plan to present today. Let's kick things off with low-code design, starting with AI Copilot for developers. This release expands the regional availability of AI Copilot for sample data generation to include the regions pictured in the table, enabling more users around the world to generate sample data for their records. Now, continuing with low-code design, let me invite Tori Marquis to share some of the latest updates to Case Management Studio. Tori, over to you.
Thank you, James. I'm excited to be here today to talk about all of the great features that are coming out in the next release of Case Management Studio. First, we've made it possible for you to set more precise due dates for your cases and tasks. In the Studio site, case managers can now set SLAs in days, hours, and minutes, instead of just in days. In the Workspace site, caseworkers have the flexibility to edit both the date and the time of a given due date. With these improvements, you can ensure your teams are meeting their deadlines, even for tasks with quicker cycle times. We've also made enhancements to the workflow capabilities to improve user visibility and reporting accuracy. Previously, when a task had to be completed again, the latest task data overwrote the existing task data. In the new release, when a task is reopened, a new instance of the task is created, so that historical data on previous instances are preserved. You can even see links to all previous task instances when you visit a particular task summary view. With this improvement, you'll have more visibility into everything that has occurred on a task, providing you with all the information that you need to understand the state of the case and take the necessary next steps. Additionally, the new framework of one instance per execution will allow you to gain more accurate process insights using Process HQ. Also related to workflow, we're adding smarter task resolution logic so that you don't have to manually close out tasks that are no longer needed. If an automation or decision is completed that causes the workflow to proceed in one direction over another, tasks on the unchosen path are marked as resolved automatically. Now, you'll have more accurate case progress indicators without the heavy manual work of manually updating every task status one by one. Next, I'm happy to announce the release of the Create Case task type, which allows you to kick off new cases within your in-flight case workflow. We know that your business workflows can consist of many steps, and often these steps require their own workflow, ownership, and security. With the Create Case task type, we've made it easier for you to dynamically create new cases within an existing cases workflow framework, so that you can segment out pieces of your parent case workflow into related cases. Case managers can take advantage of the new Create Case task type when configuring workflows in Studio, which prompts a caseworker to create a new related case at a certain step of the process. When the caseworker completes the task and creates the case, the new case is easily referenced from the original case's summary view. Speaking of task types, you can also incorporate emails into your case workflow with the new Send Email task type. Case managers can create standardized email templates in the Studio site and call those templates when setting up tasks and workflow configuration. When a caseworker completes the task on a live case, the email is sent to the configured recipients and the workflow moves on to the next activity. Whether the email is a notification, a request for information, or a reminder, you can enable your caseworkers to send emails seamlessly and efficiently to the right people at the right time. Next, as part of our continued investment in automation capabilities, this release of Case Management Studio introduces automation rules for case assignment. Case managers can create rules that dynamically assign cases based on triggers, conditions, and case hierarchy levels. Automate assignments upon case creation or updates, ensuring the right cases reach the right teams instantly. This first type of automation lays the foundation for future automation capabilities, boosting efficiency and reducing manual effort. To create a case assignment automation rule, you can go to the Rules tab for either all case types, a specific case category, or a specific case type. Click Create Rule and first specify the trigger, or the event that causes the rule to evaluate. Then, set up the conditions that must be met in order for the action to take place. It is also possible to create an automation rule with no conditions. Finally, select the action and specify who the case should be assigned or reassigned to. Lastly, we didn't just add support for automation rules to assign cases, we also added support for automation rules to assign tasks. In this release, you can automate task assignments with workflow-based rules that dynamically allocate users, groups, and/or roles based on case field values. Create the task assignment rule directly within your workflow configuration modal. You can choose to leverage direct assignment, workload balancing, shared queue, or round-robin routing. No more static task assignments. Make your workflows smarter and more efficient with workflow-based task assignment rules. We can't wait to see these features in your Case Management Studio implementations. Back to you, James.
Thank you, Tori. It's great to see that task workflows are just getting smarter and smarter in Case Management Studio with every single release. With that, let me go ahead and pass it over to Sahiti Mankala to share about some of the latest updates to our Total Experience offerings. Sahiti, over to you.
Thanks, James. Hi, everyone. I'm Sahiti Mankala, and I'm a member of the product team that supports Appian's Total Experience offering. I'm excited to talk about the latest enhancements across our sites, portals, interfaces, and mobile. Let's take a look at what you can look forward to getting from this release. Appian enables you to create superior and smooth experiences across desktop and mobile devices for all your users using portals and sites. This release, we've made portal publishing simpler, while also giving you new branding options and making it easier for users to share encrypted links. We've updated the portal design experience to no longer prevent your portal from publishing due to potential errors, allowing you to more easily catch and resolve issues. Now, just like in Sites, the published portal will update with your changes and the portal object will display helpful guidance on how to resolve any issues. With this simplified process, you can be assured that your portal always reflects your latest changes. We're also bringing you new branding options that allow you to customize the look and feel of your sites and portals. You can now specify the capitalization for all button labels and configure the shape of dialogues. Now, you can better match your branding and design guidelines while saving time because these configurations automatically apply to all interfaces across your sites and portals. We've shortened the length of encrypted URL parameters created using ABANG URL for portal and ABANG URL for site, making it easier for users to share tailored links to specific information without reducing security. The shorter URL parameters will automatically apply to all newly generated links, while keeping your existing links, including bookmarked links, fully functional. Let's talk about interfaces. Appian makes it easy to build beautiful, information-dense interfaces that you can use throughout your applications. This release, we're bringing you exciting improvements to grids, forms, milestones, and selection components, while also giving you a speedier experience when designing interfaces. We're pleased to introduce grid row reordering for editable grids. Now, your users can easily reorder tasks in workflows or prioritize to-do lists by simply clicking and dragging them to the desired position. You can easily enable this capability for your users in just a few clicks. No custom code or complex configuration needed. We're also giving you more control over the look and feel of your forms. It's now faster and easier to fine-tune spacing above and below input components like text fields and checkboxes with new margin parameters. And with the new parameters for form layout, you can set the form with background color, fixed header position, and divider line visibility. These empower you to create visually appealing and functional form experiences with even simpler expressions. You'll notice that interface objects now load much faster while designing, with performance improvements of up to 400%. The performance enhancements scale based on the complexity of your interface, so larger and more intricate designs will see the biggest boost in speed. This release, we've made milestones more powerful than ever. The new styling options and added animations promote sleek and engaging interfaces. And best of all, it's easy to configure in a matter of clicks, ensuring that you can create delightful wizard steps and status indicators faster than ever. We've also enhanced some of our most popular records-powered components, like dropdowns, radio buttons, and checkboxes. Now, you can format and display multiple record fields in the choice labels parameter to provide users with more information and help them clearly differentiate between options. And you can sort by the values in your choice labels by referencing choice labels in your sort. We've streamlined record views by automatically hiding record view tabs when there's only one view configured. Now your users have a cleaner interface, making it easier to focus on the content that matters most. With generated record views and actions, it's already quick and easy to set up the views and actions you need. Now, we're giving these generated views and actions a fresh look and feel. And we've built in intuitive and quickly customizable defaults that will give you a jump start on building great user experiences. For example, we'll automatically choose the best field types for your inputs, such as using a paragraph component for longer text fields like description. This release, we've made it easier than ever to create modern and impressive user experiences by default, saving you time and making your end user experiences more captivating. We've improved the record views and actions generation so you can instantly create elegant and branded interfaces. Let's look at a demo of this in action. Starting in the Record Type Designer Actions page, we can generate our record actions for creating, updating, and deleting data. With just a few clicks, Appian automatically creates powerful data manipulation actions that you can use for your specific business needs. Now, let's generate a record summary view, where I'll go ahead and select my related record types I want to generate the view for. I can see the interface immediately display in the record view page that'll open up. By default, you'll see a beautiful and intuitive interface designed based on your data that you can also tailor to your specific needs. We have a new modern milestone that shows you the status of your case, but if you prefer a different milestone styling, you have the flexibility to make it your own. We're also using your data to make smart design decisions, like automatically separating out long and extra long text fields into their own section. The actions that we previously generated also show up to help your users see what business flows they can take. Flipping to the front-end view, we'll start by seeing the record list that we've generated look sleek, and we automatically take care of formatting certain fields, like priority, giving you a modern interface by default. Going into a specific record summary view, you can see how beautiful it looks on a site and how your user experience is improving dramatically. Let's go ahead and update our claim. For the form that's generated, we've automatically formatted choice fields differently based on the number of choices, so some fields are drop-downs while others are card-style radio buttons. You can also see some of the new branding options we've introduced being highlighted here with rounded buttons and title case buttons. Based on UX best practices and data-driven decisions, we've improved our record view and action flow so you have an excellent starting point for your applications. We're determined to accelerate your development and help you create engaging applications. Whether that's taking our starting recommendation as is or further tweaking it for your business needs, we can't wait to see what you create. Now moving on to Appian Mobile. Appian Mobile enables users to monitor, collaborate, and take action on their applications, all from the convenience of their iOS and Android device. This release, we're bringing you improvements that elevates the user experience with offline tasks and simplify the design of offline custom task reports. With the new A-Bang Submitted Offline Task IDs function, we're giving you the power to optimize the user experience of offline tasks. This function returns a list of task IDs for submitted offline tasks, making it simple for you to remove completed tasks from custom task reports when they're no longer needed. Lastly, Offline Mobile now supports site pages that are offline-enabled interfaces. With this new capability, you have more flexibility for designing read-only interfaces for offline experiences, such as custom task reports. As you can see, this is a feature-packed release for our Total Experience offering, allowing you to unlock even more possibilities. I hope you are excited as I am to get rolling with these new capabilities in 25.1. Thank you, and back to you, James.
Thank you so much, Sahithi. Wow, the UX updates are really impressive with this release. I have a strong feeling this is going to make building beautiful interfaces just effortless for our developers. Now with that, let me go and pass it over to Daniel McInthune to share about some of the updates to our data fabric capabilities. Daniel, over to you.
Thanks, James. I'm thrilled to be here to talk about what's new with Data Fabric in 25.1, starting with some incredible enhancements to our Data Fabric architecture. Appian is committed to providing a scalable foundation for your mission-critical applications. That's why in this release, we've enhanced our Data Fabric architecture to support greater scalability and performance throughout your applications in Process HQ. Over the past few months, Appian's customers and partners have had the opportunity to participate in the Data Fabric Enhancements beta program, where participants experience 5 to 10 times faster performance for complex queries against their largest record types, with some queries improving by as much as 40 times. In addition to query performance improvements, participants also experience up to 5 times higher write throughput and a 90% reduction in storage space used by synced record types. These performance and scalability improvements have enabled us to increase the synced row limit from 4 million to 10 million rows per record type. Over the past few years, we've delivered several increases to our sync limits to ensure that Appian can meet your data needs as your applications and businesses scale. We look forward to pushing these limits even further in our upcoming 2025 releases. Now, let's talk about some new features and capabilities that we're releasing this quarter. The first is the ability to create and update data in multiple record types at once, even if they aren't related. Just specify one or more record types to update, and we'll ensure that all your changes are written in a single database transaction. By writing to multiple record types at once, you can simplify the design and maintenance of your processes by consolidating your record writes to a single Smart Service node. The next feature in this release is field-level security. It was already easy to secure each row of enterprise data using record-level security, and now it's just as easy to secure each of your fields. Using a familiar low-code experience, you can determine which users and groups can see which fields in your record type. After setting this up with just a few clicks, we'll automatically apply that security throughout your apps in Process HQ. After configuring field-level security, a field will show null values in some scenarios if a user doesn't have access to it. To reduce confusion and visual clutter, you can use the new Does User Have Field Access function to hide fields a user doesn't have access to in your interfaces. With field-level security, you get even greater control over who can see your sensitive enterprise data. Now we'll move on to a couple of enhancements to our service-backed record types, starting with the ability to configure unique fields. This feature unlocks the ability to configure additional relationships to and from your service-backed record types. For example, you can use unique fields on the one side of a one-to-many relationship or on either side of a one-to-one relationship. We've also enhanced our service-backed record types to support more flexible paging options for syncing data from your external systems. Now you can use the data returned from your integration to determine how to fetch the next page of results. This allows you to page by dynamic values like URLs, URIs, cursors, or tokens. Let's take a look at how these new configurations can be set. In this example, we're going to configure a service-backed record type that passes paging info through the URL of the integration call. You can easily get started on this by generating a record data source that uses the batch by text, URL, or URI method. After selecting this option, we'll navigate to the integration object where we can modify the URL of our integration to use our paging information. This information is provided through a rule input. Here, we can also see where the information about the next page for this integration is returned. Next, we'll navigate to our expression rule, where we define the paging response. This expression rule was automatically generated for us after selecting the Batch by Text URL or URI option. All that's left to do is define the data and next page options in the page response function, which you can see here. As we saw in the integration response, the next page is located in the body of the response under the key Next. Now, let's add unique keys to this record type so that we can relate to other data in our data fabric. To do this, we simply navigate to the record's data source configuration and select fields from the Unique Keys dropdown. After saving, our record type is successfully synced using the paging options we configured and with our unique keys enforced. With these enhancements to our service-backed record types, we've made it easier for you to unify even more of your enterprise data in Appian. Next, we have the ability to remap record fields to different source fields. It's already easy to remap your fields if you need to resolve a schema mismatch. Now we're expanding these capabilities so that you can easily remap fields if you change the source of your record type. With just a click, you can map your existing fields to the fields in your new data source. And the last feature we have is the ability to store large unstructured text data in your record fields. We know that your data models often have fields that contain a lot of text, like support case descriptions or survey responses. Now you can use our new extra long text data type to store and display field values containing over 4,000 characters, with the limit for extra long text data being 64,000 characters. By syncing your unstructured text data, you also gain even more value from AI features that are powered by Appian's Data Fabric. That's all for Data Fabric in this release. We cannot wait to see how you use these enhancements to further scale and connect your data through Appian. Back to you, James.
Thank you, Daniel. The scale that Data Fabric can achieve is really incredible, and I can't wait to see how you guys scale it even further from here. With that, let me go and pass it over to Derek Noterer to share about some of the latest updates to our automation capabilities. Derek, over to you.
Thank you, James. I'm excited to share a number of enhancements we have coming for automation. Starting with the new AI audit log. Designed to enhance enterprise security and accountability, this new capability allows administrators to more easily monitor and audit AI usage within your Appian environment, ensuring adherence to internal policies, industry standards, and regulatory requirements. Administrators can also configure the audit log to capture additional details, including the inputs provided to the AI model and its responses. This level of transparency empowers you to maintain control over AI usage while meeting evolving security and privacy standards. Next up, a couple new AI Copilot features for business users. Revolutionize the way you interact with your data and documents using the new components Data Fabric Chat Field and Documents Chat Field. These components let you embed AI-driven assistance directly into your applications, enabling real-time and context-aware conversations within your data and documents. Chat directly with your documents in your applications using the new Document Chat component. Use the new Document Chat Field component to get the power of Enterprise Copilot and document-driven conversations directly within your applications. Engage with curated document sets, ask intelligent questions, and uncover actionable insights in real time. No environment switching needed. Chat directly with your data fabric in your applications using the new Data Fabric Chat component. Use the new Data Fabric Chat Field component to integrate AI Copilot directly into your applications, making it easy to ask questions about a subset of your record types within your data fabric without switching environments. Whether your users want to find records that match their specific criteria or get information quickly, they'll see real-time answers right where you need them. I'd like to share a quick demo of the Document Chat component now. Here's a simple app with documents linked to a record type. The Document Chat component has been added to this interface and configured to chat with the currently displayed document record. We can ask AI Copilot a question of this document and quickly get an answer, which includes source citations of where AI Copilot found this answer in the document and expandable collapsible snippets of the source text. This demo app has been designed to allow business users to create new records and upload new documents. So we'll upload a new document now. We can then select that document and immediately begin chatting with it. That's a quick demo of the document chat component. Both of these new features, Data Fabric Chat Component and Document Chat Component, are available in 25.1 as a preview. Preview features are fully supported, but they do not yet reflect the full functionality or performance of the features. Moving on to AI skills. In this release, we've enhanced our AI architecture to support greater scalability and performance throughout your applications. Your processes can now classify or extract data from hundreds of millions of pages per year thanks to improved smart service throughput. If your applications handle massive volumes of documents, you'll benefit from fewer delays and bottlenecks in document processing. And you'll see overall performance and efficiency improvements in processing time, allowing you to process up to 75 times more documents per hour. Also in this release, we've expanded token limits for document processing. Generative AI skills now extract complete data from any compatible document, no matter how large or detailed the response, with no output token limit holding them back. AI skills will continue processing automatically until all data is extracted, no extra effort from developers required. Also in this release, AI skills now supports new domains for AI skills services. AI skills services were updated to support the new .us domain for FedRAMP compliance. This change ensures the AI skills services public URL remains FedRAMP compliant in Appian versions 24.2 and later. To maintain access to these services, update your network allow list with the new AI skill endpoints. For detailed instructions, refer to Appian documentation, add AI skill endpoints to your network allow list. Finally, a quick update about robotic process automation. We've made several behind-the-scenes updates to RPA to help keep things running smoothly. There are no visible changes in this release, so you can continue developing as quickly and easily as always. Last but not least, if you are interested in learning how you can realize value from AI agents in your business processes, be sure to join our upcoming webinar on March 6th. Use the QR code or click the pop-up on your screen, and we hope to see you there. That's all for automation. Thanks, everyone. And back to you, James.
Thanks so much, Derek. Some really great updates. I was really excited to see about the ability to embed all these AI copilots directly into our applications, but it was also nice to see the intense scale up of our document processing capabilities to really handle those enterprise scale use cases. I can't wait to see how our customers take advantage of that to solve some of their most challenging problems. With that, let me go ahead and pass it over to Tejas Sarkandande to share about some of the latest updates to our Autoscale capability. Tejas, over to you.
Thanks, James. Autoscale combines low-code design and business process automation with unmatched scalability. This release, we are excited to introduce new features that make it easier to use Autoscale in your applications and provide more debugging and monitoring capabilities for these processes. Starting 25.2, you'll be able to easily leverage Autoscale processes in Appian portals. We've enhanced our portal website protections to let your portals kick off more Autoscale processes at the same time, enabling higher scale usage. Debugging your Autoscale processes is now much easier thanks to the new step-by-step playback capability in the process modeler. This all-in-one view gives you a high-level look at the state of the process and in-depth details about each node. With the step-by-step playback of how your process ran, it's simpler to understand and visualize how data flows through your Autoscale process. We understand that timely alerts are important to troubleshoot your processes. So for quick up-to-date information about your Autoscale process errors, we are introducing email alerts to help process administrators resolve issues faster. Since these processes are running at high scale, we send the first error alert immediately to let you respond at once. If a process model triggers multiple errors, we'll condense all those errors into a single email so you can see the big picture of how the model is performing while avoiding error fatigue. And for environments with log streaming enabled, Autoscale process logs are now available to be configured and streamed for consumption. We are also thrilled to announce that Autoscale is now compliant with 3 important frameworks: FedRAMP Moderate, HIPAA, and PCI DSS. This means Autoscale meets the stringent security, privacy, and operational requirements for public sector, healthcare, and financial applications, opening the door for more applications to use this high-powered processing capability. Back to you, James.
Thank you so much, Tejas. It's great to see that we're continuing to invest in the monitoring and usability of our Autoscale capability. I'm really excited to continue using it in my applications. With that, let me go ahead and pass it over to Michael Herman to share about some of the latest updates to Process HQ. Michael, over to you.
Thanks, James. It's just great to see all those features so far. With that, I'm excited to talk to you about what's coming up for Process HQ in 25.1. Process HQ is the mission control for your business decisions. It is our end-user workspace where business users can gain unprecedented visibility into their enterprise data and processes. Combining the latest technologies in data fabric, process mining, machine learning, and generative AI, Process HQ gives users the power to explore data and identify timely insights they can use to optimize their business. This release, we've added new enhancements to both of Process HQ's key capabilities: Process Insights and Data Fabric Insights. We have updated the Process HQ homepage to provide a more focused experience and give you easy access to your reports and dashboards. With our new powerful previews, you can jump back into your recently opened items or browse all reports and dashboards to quickly see how your processes are performing. Having record types with clear descriptive names makes it easy for Process HQ users to understand the data they're working with. Now, data governors can edit the record type display names, which appears on datasets in the data catalog and on a record type used in a process. In just a click, data governors can provide clear display names that are useful to both business users and AI Copilot. We are happy to announce that Process Insights joins Data Fabric Insights in meeting all HITRUST requirements. HITRUST certification is a comprehensive security framework that provides a standardized and rigorous approach to managing risk and protecting sensitive information, including compliance with HIPAA. Process Insights is an end-user space in Process HQ that empowers users to rapidly explore and discover insights about their business processes. Analysts can explore business processes by viewing an analysis of how the process actually works in the real world. Users can follow an AI-powered guided experience to drill deeper into the details and uncover potential improvements and savings. Let's see what's new in Process Insights for 25.1. KPIs can help you measure the success of your process and track the indicators most relevant to your business. This release, we have added more precise filters to KPIs. You can now define your KPIs with even more granularity using a combination of multiple characteristics to examine and track your data. This allows you to have a more detailed view of the process data and gives you the possibility to analyze and track different use cases or areas of your business. To make it even easier to measure the health of your business process at a glance, you can now set thresholds on duration KPIs to ensure your process is in line with your expectations. You can also enable email alerts for threshold violations. Pick and choose which alerts come directly to your inbox so that you can stay up to date with the state of your processes and be confident you'll never miss an issue. Once you have identified insights into your process, it is time to share those insights with your colleagues. Now, AI Copilot makes it even faster, letting you automatically generate summaries for insights in occurrence investigations, just like in duration investigations. Use the suggested text to quickly draft useful summaries so you can improve collaboration across your organization. We have added more structure to the Process Insights workflow so you can move quickly from process overview to actionable conclusion. Each layer of analysis is highly visible as you bring your data into focus. We start you off at the process page, where you can get to know your process as a whole with helpful metrics and visualizations. From the process overview, you can create individual views to zoom in on meaningful segments of your process. Each view has its own redesigned page that displays the same system-provided KPIs and visualizations as the process page, tailored to show you just the view-specific data. Here, you'll also be able to quickly customize your focus by creating your own KPIs. From the KPI page, you can drill down on specific characteristics of those related cases to get the most granular information about how your process operates. You can then assemble these details into an insight that lets you propose improvements to your organization. With this streamlined investigation, you can reliably move from understanding your process to knowing what you need to do to improve it. Let's explore what we have added in this release to Data Fabric Insights. As a reminder, Data Fabric Insights allows business users to securely explore the data fabric and build custom reports and dashboards in Process HQ. This release, you can unify information from your Process Insights and Data Fabric Insights into a centralized dashboard. Now, you can simply drag and drop process KPIs onto your dashboard alongside your reports, allowing you to view all the relevant data from both Process Insights and Data Fabric Insights at a glance. You can also directly subscribe to the alerts we just talked about from here. Each KPI has also a link directly to your process, so you can quickly navigate right to your process or investigation. We have expanded the collaborative power of reports and dashboards. Now, report creators can share their reports and dashboards with all users in Process HQ, not just the Data Fabric report creators, allowing you to share the value of your insights with more people. The option to share with individual users makes it easier to focus your shared items on the right audience. And you can allow individual users to edit your reports so you can work together to maintain your reports and dashboards. Lastly, we have added the ability to share from more places. In addition to sharing from the homepage, you can now share a report or dashboard while you are viewing or editing it. In Data Fabric Insights, we've made it easier to arrange your dashboard so it looks exactly the way you want. Whenever you drop in a new report or KPI, just look for the highlighted rectangles to add any row or column in your dashboard. Last release, we improved the performance of your dashboards in Data Fabric Insights by loading KPIs and reports asynchronously. Now, charts will also load asynchronously, allowing you to jump into editing or analysis, while more complex parts of your dashboard take the time they need to load. We are excited to see the value that those new features bring to your business. Back to you, James.
Thanks, Michael. Really powerful to see unified dashboards in Process HQ, as well as the ability to set up alerting thresholds on KPIs. Can't wait to get those capabilities in the hands of analysts. With that, let me go ahead and cover some of the administration updates in 25.1. Starting with plugins, component plugins can now be deployed on self-managed instances without a developer token or signature. This change streamlines the plugin development process, making it faster and easier for developers to create and deploy custom UI components. For Appian Cloud customers, the Appian Cloud database MariaDB has now been upgraded to version 10.6.18 by default. We're excited to share that enhanced business continuity for Appian Cloud now supports sites in multiple European regions. When enhanced business continuity is enabled, Appian stores backups for your Appian Cloud production environment in a secondary geographical region within the USA or Europe for disaster recovery purposes. Now, we understand that your deployment type directly impacts how you manage and use Appian. That's why we're again sharing the details about an important change for self-managed deployments well in advance. Starting with Appian 25.4, all new versions of Appian will require containers managed by Kubernetes to run in a self-managed environment. Appian runs on containers via Kubernetes, an industry-standard container orchestration platform. Appian has been running Appian Cloud on containers for several years, and most Appian Cloud sites are running on a Kubernetes-based infrastructure already. To provide you with a variety of options, Appian runs on OpenShift, Azure AKS, Amazon EKS, Google GKE, or your local or co-located bare metal Kubernetes cluster. To help you with this transition, visit our migration toolkit. And if you're interested in migrating to Appian Cloud, reach out to your account executive for more information. With that, let me invite Elizabeth Hall to share updates from our beta programs. Liz, over to you.
Thank you, James. Hi, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Hall, and I'm Appian's Senior Beta Program Manager. I'll be giving a quick update on our in-progress and upcoming beta programs. As shared in the last product announcement webinar, we're working on a new solution for contract lifecycle management. This solution automates and streamlines contract processing during key stages such as initiation, authoring, negotiation and approval, execution, ongoing management and compliance, and contract renewal. This can be used for contracts related to procurement, sales, partnerships, professional services, employment, and more. If you have a use case for contract lifecycle management, please click the link to the form on the pop-up to provide your contact information. If you're watching the replay of this webinar, you can find the link in the video description. I'd also like to remind everyone of our beta page on Appian Community. On this page, you can learn more about the Appian Beta program, register interest for upcoming and in-flight beta initiatives, and review results from past betas. You can click the link on the pop-up to check out this page. If you're watching the replay of this webinar, you can find the link in the video description. Now back to you, James.
Thanks, Liz. Really happy to see the Contract Lifecycle Management Beta program and can't wait to hear how customers respond to the capabilities we have in store. With that, let me go ahead and pass it over to Kate Bonifaz to share some updates from our community. Kate, over to you.
Thanks, James. Let's jump right into some of the celebrations, updates, and opportunities that our developer community has to look forward to. To start things off, I'd like to highlight our community discussion leaders. We all know them and are grateful for their insight and expertise to our questions. Thank you to Stefan, Mike, Kandru, Harshit, Shubham, Matthew, David, Venkat, Soma, and Karumaru for helping to make sure that questions were answered quickly and thoroughly throughout the year of 2024. Remember, your name could be up here next year. Join the discussions and climb the leaderboard. As a reminder, the Early Access Community Edition with the 25.1 features is now available to our certified users. Get your hands on the new features, start building, and then talk all about it in the EA discussion forum, which we'll link for you in the chat. Eager to get hands-on with Case Management Studio? Join our new trial and explore the product on your own, or go through guided tutorials for a step-by-step walkthrough. Each trial lasts for 28 days, so we are excited to see how you make the most of your time. Click the pop-up on your screen to register today. We've introduced Shared Workspaces in Community Edition, making collaboration easier than ever. Users can now build together in a shared environment, invite teammates, and co-develop applications in real time. Whether chosen at onboarding or converted later, this update removes silos and creates a more seamless experience, while still enforcing user security and privacy at every step. The highly anticipated Autoscale is now in Appian Community Edition and ready for action. Start utilizing it, test out the new debugging tool available from this release, and monitor your autoscaled processes. The Appian Community YouTube channel is a great place whether you are just starting your developer journey or are well experienced. Come join us for our live streams or spend some time in the playlists, like the one you see here for connecting to web services and record types. No matter what, you can expect to see and hear from Appian experts. Remember that when you join live, you can ask your questions in real time to these experts. The excitement just grows. As mentioned earlier by James, Appian World is right around the corner. As you might imagine, we are shaking things up again and growing the developer programming. Look forward to DevCon, which includes many of your favorites from last year, but spread throughout the conference as a full track for developers. The Live Build Challenge will take place during the developer reception, and yes, we are still taking applications of interest to participate until February 21st. So, if you haven't applied yet, you've got a little time left. Finally, we look forward to chatting with you in the Community Hub, where you can expect product demos, other resources, and some fun hands-on challenges. I'm so excited to see you there. So don't forget to register for the conference and sign up for the DevCon experience. That's all from me, James. So back to you to close us out.
Thank you, Kate, for those updates from our community. I wanted to thank everyone today for attending the webinar. We hope to see many of you at Appian World April 27th through April 30th, including our DevCon conference for developers. And for those interested in staying on top of the latest innovations coming out of Appian, I encourage you to tune into our next product announcement webinar for the 25.2 release in Q2 of this year. Thank you all, and have a great day.